You're kicking it with G on your favorite station.
The perfect station.
92 KELZ, the only station with new music, new artists, new sound.
Yo, we are back after the break, but we in with some special guests. We have Signature Events by JJ in the building. How y'all doing?
Good.
We're good.
Alright. You know, so did y'all find it good?
Yeah, a little bit of traffic, but
It's not as hot as it should be, but it's hot enough.
there we go.
It's hot.
Some are hot, right?
It's hot.
Some are hot.
So tell me, before we get started, to know about this is about a little bit about you guys. So Jerry and Joy, correct?
Yes.
So let's start with Jerry. Jerry, give us a little bit about you, where you're from.
Okay. Hi, my name is Jerry. One of the J's in the Signature Events by JJ. I am from Houston, Texas. Well, I was born here, raised in the country, Macomb, Mississippi, but been here most of my life. I do recruiting full time, but my passion is events and putting together events for the community, as well as for corporate, other people as such. And I'm just the life of the party, I guess you could say. I'm a socialite, so just being able to connect people, network, and make sure that we all, just do our best and supporting each other. So.
I can understand that. Okay.
Okay, so my name is Joy, and I'm actually from Atlanta. I moved here probably about 11, 12 years ago. Grew up in the suburbs of Atlanta in Conyers. I am a school librarian. I actually work with little kids at Ridgemont Elementary School. So for me, I'm just used to organizing. I'm really good at organizing. And I like planning events. I usually do kid events, so this is something new for me, but that's my go-to.
Okay. So this is, I guess, so just to get started into the interview, how did you guys come up with Signature Events?
Okay, I'll touch on it a little bit and then I'll let her do her part. So I've been doing events for, oh my gosh, over 10 years. It actually started off as just like a nonprofit, coordinating people's weddings and just kind of being there, being like the hands-on type of girl, and just being able to, again, connect people.
So you started with weddings?
So I started doing weddings just on the side. It wasn't as a business. So I just kind of built my way up into doing nonprofit. And then, I throw a lot of events. So I do a lot of stuff for my birthday and stuff like that. And then Joy actually came to me and said, well, you know what? You're all over the place. You might need someone to organize it. And that's her forte. She's really good at that. She said, she loves doing events too. She's really big on books and she's big on giving back as well. She's a teacher full-time, a librarian, full-time. But she came to me with a good idea and say, hey, let's partner up. I know you're about to get ready to do another event planning company.
So you had it first initially, and then you partnered up with Joy.
Not the Signature Events by JJ. I had a nonprofit organization called JOR Girls.
Okay.
Then I started wanting to do profit. So I decided to open up, again, a sister business, and that's when Signature Events by JJ was getting in production. And then Joy came, and she put the other J on it. So Signature Events by JJ is where it was started. But I'll let her tell her part of it.
Yeah, it was kind of like, I've known Jerry for a while, and I've seen her do all of these events, and then she's all over the place, but she's so good at marketing and building relationships and basically just managing all of those things, those connections. She's good at making those connections. While me, on the other hand, I'm a little bit more low-key and laid back, but I'm really good at organizing and technology and social media management. So we decided to collaborate and put both things that we're both great at, put it together to make a business, because the strengths that she has is my weakness and my weaknesses are her strengths. So it kind of works out.
So before y'all got together, did y'all try to partner with anybody else beforehand? It's a reason why I'm going.
I understand. I always partner with people, but I'm getting better at this. I'm hands-on, so I like to take on everything, and I feel like if I don't take on it and I give it to somebody else, it might not work, or they might drop the ball, and I'd be like, I should have just went with my first instincts. So it's kind of hard for me to give away something, to like let go of it, because I want to just make it like as perfect. I'm not, I'm a perfectionist, even though I shouldn't be.
So how did you bend, let's go ahead on and add this other J.
Like I said, she came to me. She always comes to all my events. She's a big supporter. She's always been like that. She's one of those friends that I can count on. And she just saw the niche. She said, you need somebody else. I mean, I know you partner up with people here and there, but not as a full-time partnership. She came with me with the idea, she's like, anytime I need her help to come work the front door or anything, she's always there. She's like, so let me help you organize this. Let's do this together.
And Joy, same question on you. Like, how did you know that you wanted to work with her? Like, make it a permanent thing?
So like I said, I'm good at talking to kids, but I can't sit up here and say I'm really that good person to talk to adults. Sometimes I can come off as harsh. I can seem to be kind of standoffish. So it's just like a personality quirk that I'm working on. And she has that personality where people actually kind of gravitate towards her and they want to be her friend and they want to come to her events. And so with me, it's more of a like I have to build on that. But she's not really all that great at the organizing part. So that's kind of how it came to me.
So it worked great for you guys.
Yeah, it works pretty well.
So what was you guys' first event that you put on together?
So I think that's the one I tried to push off on you as well to promote. But it was the Dating in the Dark. We're pretty new at it together. Started in 2018 of last year, 2018. So it's hitting about a year now. And we got this idea to do Dating in the Dark, and I'll explain to you a little bit about what that is.
What is Dating in the Dark?
Dating in the Dark, we're going to both tell a little side about it, but I've been doing speed dating as a hostess for another company out of California for the last 2 years. And I just started seeing a lot of things that wasn't working. Like, a lot of people would just go by looks. A lot of people were going by first appearance. And so by the time they go to the real date, the next date, they don't have anything in common. So, of course, the appearance, they were like, oh my God, yes, that person's it. Then they'll come back to me and say, well, why do you hook me up with that person? I didn't hook you up with that person. I'm just here hosting it. And I remember Joy, she knows about me doing this, and she can hear my complaints. I come back and talk to her about it. And around this time that we were thinking about Dating in the Dark, Bird Box movie came out, and the scandal for R. Kelly, surviving R. Kelly, came out. Again, she's good at technology and stuff like that. So what she did was found a picture that had someone with a blindfold on it, and said, you know what, he kind of looks like R. Kelly. Pied Piper is what they call it back then, the Pied Piper. Then Bird Box was known as, going in blind, right? So we were like, you know what? We want to bring back the old school way. I say the old school way is what's going to get everybody to actually connect on a deeper level than physical, right? So I said, you know what? She said it as well. We kind of said at the same time, blindfold. We should make them go on a real blind date.
So this is blindfolded speed date.
Basically, yes.
Do you know how dangerous that is?
Okay, but wait. So when this event first came about, like I said, I'm a librarian, and we have a hard time getting kids to read books. They choose books by their cover. People choose dates by the way the person looks. So instead of you seeing what the person looks like, let's actually see if you like what you read first or what you hear before you choose that date.
I think I made a post about something similar to that a long time ago. I could just imagine if everybody was blind and you could only just go off voices. I could just imagine who you would be with, because, God, I'm sorry, but it is a lot of unattractive people with some nice voices.
Believe me, I witnessed it myself. I think we all have.
Think about the movie Shallow Hal. Remember how that movie there, he didn't know what she looked like, but he really loved her. When he found out what she looked like, guess what? He didn't really care anymore.
See, but the good thing about Shallow Hal was he was on them drugs.
Is that a good thing?
We had to get up off of him.
Yeah, exactly.
They was messing with his vision.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Come on now, you can't tell me that's a. I mean, I know it's definitely fun. But can you just imagine you should have been talking to the guy and then you take that blindfold off
and like, ew. Well, imagine this. We hear that all the time. Every time we do it, even before we did it, that's where it got the buzz, right? People talking. It was like, oh, heck no. Tagging their friends, tagging their girlfriends, guys tagging their homeboys. Oh, these girls trying to set us up. We were the talk of the town. And I don't take it as a negative way. I take it as they giving us publicity because they were tagging so many people that it ended up becoming something that we were like bigger than what we thought it would be. And again, the catch was Bird Box was a popular movie. So putting that together with Bird Box came out and when R. Kelly came out and just making our flyer catered to both of those things, it made a buzz. It was talked about seriously for about a good week before we built it up to actually do the event. So we were getting tagged everywhere. I mean, it went national. I'm dead
I can
serious.
definitely see that it's a definitely fun event, man.
It's a
Because
fun event.
especially once the alcohol kick in. At this point,
There we go.
everybody-
Yeah.
And every event we usually do has alcohol involved. So that's the good thing. It relaxes people and makes them more comfortable.
You gonna have to be, because you ain't gonna know what you face with. You can't see it, you just hear it.
Yeah.
Well, it lets us know if you really have some game. You got the gift of gab, you can talk, you can get a date. Because a lot of guys who thought they really knew what they were doing, and all the girls choose me, no choices.
Yeah.
Nobody chose them. It's like, well,
And it's going strictly out personality
our
and
personality.
what you say.
Yes.
Mhm.
Now they do get to see each other towards the end. That doesn't mean that they don't know who they match with. We actually don't do the matches on the spot because we don't want to let anybody down if they don't. That's embarrassment. We don't want to put anybody
So
out
it's like
there.
a secret reveal, like this is who.
Yeah, but within 24 to 48 hours, they get an email from us stating that they had a
That's
match.
dope. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, yeah. So it has worked out. The first event that we did was around Valentine's Day. We wanted to show love. I'm a romance person, so I'm big on love and want somebody to find that love. And Valentine's Day was a good, time to do it. And same with her. She was like, "Oh, Valentine's Day hearts, all this big stuff. This can work." And that was our first event. Was around Valentine's Day, like February 13th, right before Valentine's Day. So they can go on a Valentine's Day.
Date.
A real date. Because they actually got to mingle. They actually got to stay around and talk to each other after the event. So even if they didn't know if they matched with each other, a lot of people just felt comfortable afterwards and they didn't want to leave. So they just stayed around and things of that nature. So
Like that's one of the main things I feel like is that face-to-face conversation. That's one of the hardest things to do right off the bat. Because first of all, it's hard to please you. I'm speaking for the fellas right now.
And we speaking for the ladies. It's hard to please y'all. Let's
And you gotta think about it.
go.
Okay, since we out here, we're gonna put it out. I'm gonna say it again. When is the right time to approach a female? Because y'all don't want it to grow. You don't want it when you're working out. You don't want it when you're
It depends on how you approach.
It depends on how you approach it. It depends on who's approaching. Two
See,
different
hey,
people.
what
Two
if-
different people.
We're going back to the blind.
If you want to be real, though, we talking about real. If they're approaching you like that, then
We're going back to the blindfold.
the blindfold, yeah.
Good if
So-
ain't about
So okay, so if we're gonna go with the blindfold, he better comes talking towards me. I want to hear it before he gets to me, because by the time he gets to me, I'm like, you see me working out, right? Like, I didn't come to the gym but I mean, you never say never, because some of the things I say I never would meet somebody or I never would do, I end up meeting them in the.
Okay, well, help the fella. Matter of fact, let me put the camera on.
Oh, gee.
Well, help
We really
the
take service. We really take service.
help the fellas
Uh-huh.
with the first line.
Ooh, that's hard.
You need to come with respect. You gotta come with respect.
Exactly.
And a good laugh.
So, okay,
I like
so-
to laugh. So.
Excuse me. My name is so and so.
That works. That works.
What's next?
Excuse me was the key word. Because you apologize beforehand just in case you interrupted something.
So, fellas, you gotta say, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Give your name.
Your real name, not your Facebook name.
You're real.
Not an alias, not your street name.
Man, you can't give everybody a government name now. There's some crazy people. out here.
Just a first name.
The first name works.
basis.
You don't have to give me your full name.
Yeah.
First name.
Exactly.
And then you proceed with lunch, dinner. Not on the first date now. Come on.
That's really
Proceed with conversation. You need to have like a lead. Like hook me. Why did you approach me? We're in the grocery store. Maybe you're gonna ask me about something you saw me pick up.
Exactly.
If we're working out, maybe you're gonna ask me about a technique or something you saw me do that might help you further your exercise regimens. I don't know. Lead with something. Don't just come and ask me out on a date. I don't know. You could be crazy.
And you can do this on the regular too. It's gonna be a thing.
They saying key words, lead. They want to be led, fellas. They want to be led.
In the right way.
So,
In the right way.
I gotta see your little plug. You gotta hurry up and get him. He's trying to put a little stuff in there.
so when is your next event? So is it a speed dating event coming up again?
Well, we done a couple of them, so.
Oh, so y'all have done more than one since.
Oh, definitely. I mean, it got popular, so people started want to partner up with us. So we done one for Afro Latin nights. So we want to make it diverse. So not just the urban thing. We want to get more races out there. So we catered to Afro Latin and also the age group. So we did something for the mature age, but unfortunately we had to cancel that due to an incident. But we did have one that was catered to, let's just say, our mother and Father's
I
Day.
kind of feel like with the reason why I'm staying on this so long is because I feel like you're on your niche by yourself. I feel like I was the only event company, anybody that's putting on events for like with a speed date. And I haven't really heard of a speed date event for the blindfold event to the capacity that y'all have done.
Well, thank you.
Good.
Thank you.
Why not open up like a little club and that's the only thing you do is there a speed date?
Well, hey.
We have someone that was interested in that.
Yeah, we have some stuff in the works actually. You touched it on the niche. We are in negotiation to see how
Because
this
that's
will go.
pretty dope. I mean, if it was a legit spot where you would come just for that particular
What are you
reason,
trying to say? What spot would that be?
the speed dating spot.
No, I just thought she was going to talk about your spot. But anyway.
No.
I didn't know. Let me open it up. No, but we have some people approached us. We just want to make sure that when we go into this, because when you partnering up with someone or a venue, it's still our name behind it.
Mm-hmm.
So we just want to make sure whoever we decide to go with, that they know what we're trying to do with this and that it doesn't, get misled to something else. So.
All right. So why did you stick to more to the entertainment events more than the weddings or everything else?
To be honest with you, we're doing both. It's just that right now the popularity of our events have been doing stuff like this, and that's what's been getting the buzz for us. But the stuff that people don't see is that we haven't put on the events. Actually, Joy, thank you. My sister just got married, and I couldn't, of course, do everything because I was in the wedding. So Joy took it up on herself, and we partnered up with another event planning company, and she worked my sister's event not too long ago. So we still do it. We just haven't been able to push it as much because we have so much other stuff going on. But yeah, we do it all. We don't limit ourselves, except for legally all. We do it all.
So
yeah.
what events do you have coming up next?
Glad that you asked that. I don't know if they can see this, but we have what's called Signature Events by JJ Presents Back to the 90's, which is hip hop and R&B night, 90's night. So we're bringing back that real 90's, that real music. I'm gonna say that real music.
Okay, now what's the difference between all the other 90's events and y'all?
Come on, tell them.
Okay, so at our event, we're gonna have.
Just throw it on me.
I can talk about it. I definitely can.
Okay, so at our event, we're gonna go ahead. We're having some contests. We wanted people to come dressed to impress in your 90's gear. We were posting pictures of certain 90's styles that people used to wear back in the day. We want everybody to come dressed and ready. We also are gonna have some giveaways. We have some vendors that we're working with. Afro Angel is one of our vendors that we're working with.
Donato, it's a Baca brand that will be there, premium Baca brand that's going to be there. We have infused dessert.
We are in talks with infused desserts vendors. They have infused popcorn, which is something I've never heard of or tasted, so I'm very much looking forward to that. But I heard it was delicious. So we are very much looking forward to having them there. They're going to be vending and selling some of their products. We are also going to have a very, very well-known DJ at our event who's going to be there turning and spinning some of the 90's music. We're going to have contests, dance contests,
best dress contests.
Yes, all of that.
So we've done this before. So the 90's event is not the first. We haven't done it under Signature Events by JJ, but we've done it under my, first of all, personally, my event that I had for my birthday, and then I did it under my JOR Girls before. Was a hit. Everybody seems to always want to bring that back. So it's, what we do is we do something different every time we bring it back. So the first time I did it, you had to come as a 90's celebrity. So they won a contest. We had a girl that came as Aaliyah, and her boyfriend at the time was R. Kelly, and they won. They came as R. Kelly and Aaliyah. They did their thing. And then we had a dance-off, the 90's dance-off. We had a lot of vendors and a lot of sponsors that supported that. It was a fun event. It was for a good cause. Let me put that plug in as well. We do a lot of stuff for good causes. So mostly all our events, we give back some type of way. So almost every event, even our Day in the Dark, we do something to give back some type of way. So this 90's event was one of those. We gave back to 2 charities. And then for my birthday last year, I did a pajama jam house party. And we played the movie House Party in the background. People came in their pajama jams. Some people came inappropriate. But anyway, whatever they felt like their 90's was.
Anything with a pajama, anything, somebody gonna get inappropriate.
Everybody don't sleep in pajamas.
So long they came in something.
But you know what? speaking from a guy, I'm gonna say it just for a guy. I feel personally, what does it matter how anybody comes? As long as we all adults and everybody have fun. As long as nobody gets
And everybody looked really
I mean?
good. Nobody was, when I say inappropriate, it's not like somebody came in there like because they finna do a movie. No, not like that. It's just like maybe just not the 90s gear, but it was still a good look. But it was a good buzz. I mean, it was the turnout was amazing. The same DJ GT was the DJ there, and he turned the place literally out like that. It was talked about for a good month.
But you know, everybody. Personally, I feel like everybody really want to let their hair down and just be them and just have fun without being judged, because you see it on Halloween. When Halloween, that is the holiday for everybody to be who they really want to be.
I totally agree.
I don't feel like nobody's got to hide that. Like I feel like it sucks we live in a world that people feel like they have to hide who they are and themselves because of being judged from everybody else.
I totally agree.
And that's why we have these events.
Exactly.
Because I've noticed as we get older, a lot of times people think because you're aging that you kind of age out of things. And since you're in your 30s or you're moving into your 40s, you're not supposed to go out anymore. It's almost like you're not supposed to have fun. So our events kind of sometimes cater towards older crowd to make sure that, you know, we still have events for you. We still have things for you to do. There's still options for you to come out and have fun and let your hair down. So that's why we're here, for that purpose.
Yeah. So, besides signature events, what do you guys do?
What I don't do, come on, seriously. I don't sleep, that's what I don't do. So I'm a full-time recruiter, / oil and gas and transportation is my background of my recruiting. And then I do promotions on the side. So I do liquor promotions, stuff like that, brand ambassadoring, stuff like that on the side.
And with me, I'm a school librarian. I work full-time at Ridgemont Elementary School. I'm a mother. I have an 8-year-old son. I also teach online. I teach ESL to children in China and Taiwan on the weekends.
I can definitely tell y'all need each other for the mix and matching. And the reason why I say that, because she's so quite like, I'm a librarian, you know. Like, you
I'm like ready to turn up. What's the music? What's the party at? Come on. I'm just playing.
But that's good though. Like
Yeah.
it's I feel like it's a special thing when you find somebody that you can actually work with and it actually works. Because it's
Exactly.
a lot.
And one thing I can say about us too is that when we went into this making sure that we're gonna stay friends, we're gonna stay loyal to each other, and we're not gonna go, because you know you see a lot of people's, even family members, going in business together. And one thing we do is we feed off each other, even if we having a bad day. Like if I'm, you know, because I'm doing so much, get frustrated. She's got that, you already know, calm voice. Jerry, just chill. Like I mean, it's gonna be good. It's gonna work. And I'm like, no, it's not. You know, so, and then same with her, you know, like if she come with me, she's like, hey, I can't talk to this person. Can you talk them into something? You know, give it to me. I'm gonna talk them like a salesperson, you know. So it works. We don't try to overlap each other. That's the good thing that works. Nobody trying to overshine each other. We just, you know, I'm just very bubbly personality, and she actually has it. Don't let it fool you. You come to the 90s event, she might be the one turning up on the dance floor, okay?
No,
She can dance. She loves to dance. She's a Layla, for real. She's a Layla.
I'm gonna definitely have to be there.
Yeah.
It's like I know how to turn
Yeah,
up.
she
It's
has a good time.
kind of low key.
Yeah.
I cannot see it.
It's there. I see it.
She's talking about I see it.
She's my role model. Like we kick it together. Like we outside of business, we really. She's like one of my best friends. So we really kick it together. The godmother, her son. You know, so we are just. It's bigger than just the business, but we want to make sure that we separate the business from friendship, but we also don't want to lose that connection of why we did this together. Is because we feel like we both can be, you know, good at this.
While I have y'all, I definitely want to talk about some of the challenges you face, because that's one of the main things I try to push for people to understand. Like, yeah, it's all glory, but it's work, and it took a lot of falls and things to get back up and do things. So, was it a time that you ever felt like it wasn't going to work out?
It's a lot of times.
Before every event.
There we go. She hit it on the nose. Before every event, we get to, when it gets so close to, well, not even when it gets close to time, maybe even like a couple of weeks out, we like, oh my God, this is not gonna work.
But see, I think that's just a woman thing, you know, because anytime that something get close, y'all women just go into friends or I have to make sure this is right. This has to be everything.
Yeah. Well, in me, again, I think I said it, I'm kind of like a perfectionist, so if it don't work, I feel like I fail. It's not that we fail. It just feels like, oh my gosh, what did I not do? Like, I have all these connections, I have all these people following me, like, why am I not getting the tickets? Why am I not, so it's kind of like, what is it that I need to do differently? And sometimes it's not even what we can do differently. It's just like, just keep doing what we do. And then eventually people, hear about it. It's a buzz, It's all what people talk about. Social media makes us all talk about stuff, right?
So what is Signature Event dream event?
To do a celebrity wedding?
Celebrity wedding,
Events. To be international and national. So we want to go beyond Houston, Texas. We're bigger than just Houston, Texas. We're bigger than just Texas, period. We have people that's reached out to us from other cities and states. It's not just Houston. But we don't want to go in there prematurely, not ready for it, and then fail. So we rather build ourselves up here, get the buzz out there, get known here, and then eventually start. Now, we ain't going to turn down money and gigs. No, sir. No, we don't turn down those. We just want to make sure that we can really fulfill what they're asking us to do. I mean, we have turned down people before, so that's a good thing about it. People have been coming to us behind closed doors. We don't talk about it. We don't brag about it because we don't want to prematurely talk about stuff. Mm-hmm. So we have people that came to us and we'll be like, hey, we can't do that at the moment, but we know the right people that can. We are not stingy at all. We feel like this is in there for everybody. It's enough in there for all of us. Even other event planners. If we feel like it's another event planner out there that can take on this and we can't do it right now, I mean, hopefully they'll respect us and bring that back to us one day, So, yeah.
It's basically trying to get ties in other cities. I know, like, for me, like I said, I'm from Atlanta, and I go home quite often. And I've already had friends that have hit me up about doing our Day in the Dark events in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. It's just trying to make sure we have the connections and the ties there to get the venues and have the people come out because we're not on the ground there. So it's just making sure that we're actually able to make it happen without it failing, because we don't want anything to fail. Mm-hmm. Especially events that have been successful here in Houston and we know are successful, long-running events.
I'm gonna have to get with y'all because y'all talking some good stuff in here. We're gonna have to see how this works out. But before we get in, is there anything that you guys would like to put out?
Well, of course, since you asked. Hold on, let me see. Let's make sure we went over everything. So our next event, of course, is the Back to the 90's events. It's a little flyer, so I don't know if you can see it, but it's all over our page. If you go to Signature Events by JJ, so let me put that out there. We are on Facebook as Signature Events by JJ, the letter J and J, as well as in Instagram. We just opened up our event page, so it's fairly new, but we're out there. So you can follow us again at Signature Events by JJ. Our next event is the Back to the 90's event, which is August the 10th, so not this Saturday, next Saturday. Just because of you, we're going to give you 2 passes to come for you to bring you and a guest, as well as anybody that has this flyer gets a discount at the door of $10. It's regular price $20 right now, but if you have the pass code, which is hip hop, you can get it for $10 right now online at eventbrite.com, or you can bring your flyer to the door and get it for $10 at the door.
And y'all better come out and party.
And y'all better come out and party. And on top of that, we talked about 3 of the vendors that we have in place. We are still searching for vendors for our event. We want at least 5 vendors. We have 3. So we're looking for 2 more people to fill those spots. Our vendor fees are very cheap. And it's bound to be a fantastic event. We already have tickets sold. We already have people who are excited about coming out. So you're bound to sell something at this event. So you're not losing money. You'll be gaining money. You'll get it back and then some. So we definitely want vendors. If you need to come to our page and shoot me an email and I will respond.
So with that being said, have y'all put out y'all personal IG? Or y'all don't want to purchase only business?
A lot of people, because they know me personally, have actually hit. She knows this. I was pushing back to Signature Events by JJ, but fortunately and unfortunately, they hit me privately in my inbox and stuff anyway about this event. So I'm a socialite. I don't care about anybody having that. I can block you if I feel like I don't want it. I have done that before. Block. But yeah, so my personal page, I don't even know that by heart, is ms_JMac, so the letter J, MAC 06 on Instagram.
Okay, and my personal Instagram.
She's like, oh, here we go.
It's a personal Instagram, so it's not going to be very business professional. But my personal Instagram is Book Fetish for You.
I just want to say thank you guys again for coming out, man. It was a great interview. So, I think this.
Thank you.
Thank you for having
I
us.
thank y'all for coming out.
And definitely follow us on the Signature Events by JJ.
You're kicking it with G on your favorite station.
The perfect station.
92 KELZ, the only station with new music, new artists, new sound.